God doesn't need any substitution or additions. If you just stand on his word, he will make everything come through for you. I have noticed a trend for a very long time, right? Of people thinking that God needs some type of substitution to, if they're, confessing, or if they're identifying as a Christian, or if they're confessing that, yes, I'm changing my life around, I'm truly walking with God. My question is, if you're truly walking with God, like, why do you think that you need a substitution? What are these substitutions, if you ask yourself? These substitutions could be, I forgot what these little bracelets that people walk around with, to blow off energy, crystals, saging. Here's the big one. Calling yourself all of these horoscope animals, like Pisces and Libras and Aquarius and whatever else. Like, why do you believe that God need that substitution? If you identify as a Christian and you said that you became a new creation, you are a new creation. Why would you identify as something that is from the pits of hell? Like, why would you identify yourself an astrology animal, right? It is a substitution. It's a deception. God said that you're a royal priesthood. He said you're blood bought. You're washed. Why would you say, yeah, I'm a Christian, but I'm actually this? Yeah, I'm a Christian, but I also do this. It don't sound a little weird to you? It don't sound confusing at all? God said his word will stand and stand alone. So why are you adding anything? And then so do you want to be, it sounds to me like, let's just say there's different scenarios. Who are you entertaining? Are you entertaining yourself? Are you entertaining your environment? Are you entertaining the trends that you see? Or are you trying to please God? Because if you are trying to please God, then he's not pleased with that. He's not pleased with you trying to add anything to what he did not say. He didn't say to call yourself or to do any of these things. He didn't say for you to wake up in the morning and ground on the floor. Like, where did you get that from? Who lied to you? Who deceived you? Listen, guys. I'll take my life as an example. For the longest, I'm not even going to lie to you. I ran. I mean, when I say I ran, I ran. I always knew who my father was, right? But I ran from God. Why did I run from God? For a plethora of reasons. The main one was I just didn't want to be obedient. What's the other thing? There was a lot of things, the way I saw things in light, the way I saw other people, I was just like, this not making sense. But because I didn't know better, and because I wasn't reading my word, I just took it as face value, knowing in my heart, like, this just doesn't sound right. What's another reason I ran from God? I truly have been one of those people, like, if you truly gonna do something for God, like, go all in. If you not, just stay to the wayside. Like, I've always been like that. Let me just stay to the wayside, because I ain't doing right anyway. I'm going to go up in these people's services. I'm going to hoot and holler, and then I'm going to go back home and shack up. Like, I just couldn't. So, for the most part, I was just like, God, I just don't want to be a hypocrite. I know I'm going to do wrong. It ain't no point of me coming to these people's services, playing these games, right? This was after I left my mom's house. Now, prior to my mom's house, like, I didn't have a choice. But I was just like, God, just, and then hurt, right? Not realizing, hey, the hurt was not from God. The hurt was from my confidence in people. The hurt was my trusting in people. The hurt was my trusting in certain titles, right? And it having this type of expectation that, oh, this person have a title and they should not be doing X, Y, and Z. Well, that's the same expectations you have at a doctor. But guess what? as the world sees, there's plenty of doctors out here that's not living up to their title as a doctor. Does that stop you from going to the doctor's office? Does that stop you from going to the hospital? No. And I had to learn and mature in that. And I truly had to take my relationship to another level with God to realize, no. Self-examine yourself. Like, stop putting your trust in things that I told you not to trust into. It goes back to the substitution. Why do people feel like they need additions to the word of God? God says it, don't take away from his word and don't add to his word. His word is enough authority. His word is enough healing. His word is enough encouragement. His word is enough love, and it's also enough chastising and discipline. So these substitution, like, why do people feel like they need it? Do you know what you're doing when you're calling it's like if you're an entrepreneur, right? And you're speaking over yourself and saying, yes, I'm going to have $100,000 by the end of this year. I'm going to have 200,000. And you're speaking these words over yourself. You're identifying with your goal. You're identifying with your purpose for your entrepreneur. Well, it's the same thing as if you're identifying as a Christian. Why would you go and speak another word over the identification that needs to stand alone by itself? Like, why would you speak over yourself, I'm a Libra, I'm a Pisces? Why would you speak over yourself, oh, I need to touch chakras and stuff? Like, why would you do that? It don't sound weird to you? Sounds like you're trying to be, you're straddling the fence there. You can't be one and another. One has to take over the other. And if you continue to keep identifying with a substitution and not identifying with God himself, with Jesus Christ himself, then you're not for him at the end of the day. I hope this encourages you at all costs. God doesn't call you that. He doesn't need anything added to your life. The gospel itself is alone, and it has enough authority to call you to who you are supposed to be. He doesn't change the gospel just to fit your feelings. He doesn't change the gospel to fit trends. He doesn't change the gospel because of your environment. It alone will stand for itself. And if you choose not to do it, then it's on you. But if you do choose to do it, the same way you did everything else with all your heart before you came to him and you asked him to change your life, the same way you need to stand for him amongst all else. You guys, I love you. Be blessed.